Hey Sagittarius, I need to talk to you about something really important that's coming up at the start of this month because honestly, when I laid out these cards for you, I got actual chills. There's this incredible window opening up for you, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this might be the one opportunity you've been waiting for to finally break free from something that's been keeping you stuck in this repetitive cycle. I know you Sagittarius energy loves freedom and adventure, but something has been holding you back lately, hasn't it? Like you can feel yourself wanting to move forward, but there's this invisible force just keeping you in the same place, doing the same things, feeling the same frustrations. The universe is basically opening a door for you right now. But here's the thing that I really want you to understand as we go through this reading. This door won't stay open forever. The energy at the beginning of this month is so specific and so powerful, but it requires you to actually recognize it and take action. So grab your coffee or tea or whatever you're drinking, get comfortable, because we're going to go deep into what's really happening in your energy right now, and more importantly, how you can use this cosmic opportunity to completely transform your situation. The first card that came out for you is the King of Wands, and okay, this is interesting because this card is literally showing me your potential, your true power, the version of you that you're meant to step into. When I see the King of Wands for Sagittarius at the beginning of this month, I'm seeing someone who has so much creative fire, so much passion, so much leadership ability, but you've been dimming your light. Have you noticed that? Like maybe you've been playing small, not speaking up about your ideas, not pursuing the things that genuinely excite you because you're worried about what other people might think, or because you've convinced yourself that it's not the right time, or that you need to be more practical. The King of Wands doesn't do practical in a boring way, you know what I mean? This energy is about being confident, being bold, being willing to take risks and trust in your vision. The universe is telling you that at the start of this month, you have the opportunity to step into this King of Wands energy fully, to own your power, to stop second-guessing yourself. But here's what's fascinating about this card appearing first. It's showing me that you already have everything you need inside you right now. You're not lacking skills or talent or capability. What's been missing is your willingness to fully claim this energy and let yourself be seen in your full power. The beginning of this month is when you can make that shift, when you can decide that you're done playing small and you're ready to show up as the leader, the visionary, the creative force that you actually are. Now the Four of Cups comes in next, and oh, this explains so much about why you've been stuck. This card is literally showing me that you've been sitting there surrounded by opportunities, surrounded by blessings, surrounded by options, but you can't see them because you're too focused on what you don't have or what didn't work out in the past. Have you been doing that? Just sitting there feeling kind of blah, kind of dissatisfied, looking at your life and thinking like, is this it? Is this all there is? Meanwhile, the universe has been trying to hand you new opportunities, new connections, new possibilities, and you've been so caught up in your disappointment or your boredom that you literally haven't noticed them. The Four of Cups is about emotional withdrawal, about being so stuck in your head and your feelings that you miss what's right in front of you. And I think for you, Sagittarius, this has been happening because you've been comparing everything to some ideal or some past experience, and nothing seems to measure up. But here's what the cards are showing me about the beginning of this month. You're going to have a moment of clarity where you suddenly see all the things you've been ignoring. It's like someone's going to shake you awake and you're going to look around and realize, oh my God, there's actually so much available to me right now. I've just been too caught up in my own disappointment to notice. This realization is part of your golden opportunity, because once you can see clearly again, once you can appreciate what's actually here instead of mourning what isn't, everything shifts. The Four of Pentacles is coming through, and this is showing me the root of why you've been in this cycle, why you've been stuck. This card is about holding on too tightly, about gripping onto security and control and what you know, even when it's making you miserable. I'm seeing that you've been clinging to something, Sagittarius. Maybe it's a situation, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a way of living or working that feels safe but unfulfilling. You know it's not right for you. You can feel it in your bones, but the fear of letting go, the fear of instability, the fear of the unknown has been keeping you locked in place. The Four of Pentacles is about being so afraid of loss that you won't open your hands to receive anything new. And here's what's really interesting about this card appearing in your reading for the start of this month. The universe is about to show you that what you're holding on to so tightly is actually preventing you from receiving something so much better. Like you're standing there with your fists clenched around pennies while someone's trying to hand you gold, but you can't receive it because your hands are full. The golden opportunity at the beginning of this month involves you making a choice to loosen your grip, to trust that it's safe to let go, to believe that the universe will catch you if you release your death grip on security and control. I know that's scary, especially when you've been hurt before or when you've taken risks that didn't pan out, but the energy right now is supporting you in this release in a way it hasn't before. The Eight of Cups appears and wow, okay, this is the card that's showing me the actual action you need to take to seize this opportunity. The Eight of Cups is about walking away, about leaving behind what no longer serves you, about having the courage to turn your back on something you've invested time and energy into because, in your heart it's not where you're meant to be anymore. This isn't an easy card because it involves loss, it involves grief, it involves acknowledging that something you maybe really wanted to work out just isn't working. But you know what I love about the Eight of Cups? It's about honoring yourself enough to choose your own emotional and spiritual well-being over comfort or familiarity or other people's expectations. At the beginning of this month, you're going to feel this pull really strongly, this knowing that it's time to walk away from something. It might be a job, a relationship, a living situation, a pattern of behavior, a belief about yourself, whatever it is, you're going to know. And the golden opportunity here is that the universe is creating the perfect conditions for you to make this move. Like usually when we try to leave something, there's all this resistance and drama and difficulty, but the energy at the start of this month is actually going to make this transition smoother than you'd expect. Things are going to align in ways that make it clear this is the right choice. Doors are going to open that give you somewhere to walk towards, not just something to walk away from. But you have to be willing to take those first steps, to pack up your emotional bags and start moving, even if you don't have every single detail figured out about where you're going. Now the Four of Swords comes in, and this is so important because it's telling me that part of breaking this cycle involves giving yourself permission to rest. I know that might sound counterintuitive when we're talking about this being your golden opportunity and time to take action, but hear me out. The Four of Swords is about recovery, about taking a pause, about creating space for healing and reflection before you make your next move. What I'm getting from this card is that you've been running on empty for a while now, just pushing yourself to keep going even though you're exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The beginning of this month is actually offering you a chance to step back, to give yourself a break, to stop forcing and striving and just be for a minute. And here's why this is crucial to your breakthrough. When you're constantly in motion, constantly busy, constantly distracted, you can't hear your intuition. You can't receive the downloads and insights and guidance that the universe is trying to send you. The Four of Swords is saying that if you want to make the most of this golden opportunity, you need to create some stillness in your life. Maybe that means taking a few days off, or setting better boundaries around your time and energy, or starting a meditation practice, or just allowing yourself to do nothing without feeling guilty about it. In that stillness, in that rest, clarity is going to come. You're going to suddenly understand things that were confusing before. You're going to have realizations about what you need to do next. You're going to reconnect with yourself in a way that's been impossible when you're constantly on the go. The Five of Wands shows up, and this is showing me that part of your journey right now involves navigating conflict and competition and opposing forces. There's been a lot of chaos around you lately, hasn't there? Like people pulling you in different directions, different parts of yourself wanting different things. Obstacles that keep popping up just when you think you've got a clear path forward. The Five of Wands is about struggle, but it's also about the kind of struggle that ultimately makes you stronger and clearer about what you really want. What I'm seeing for the beginning of this month is that some of this external conflict is actually going to reach a peak, and instead of draining you or discouraging you, it's going to catalyze something inside you. Like you're going to get to a point where you're just done with the drama, done with the fighting, done with trying to please everyone or juggle everything, and that moment of being done is going to give you the clarity and determination you need to make a different choice. The golden opportunity here is that this conflict is actually serving a purpose. It's showing you what you don't want so clearly that what you do want becomes obvious. It's burning away your wishy-washiness and your people-pleasing and your tendency to compromise yourself to keep the peace. When you come out the other side of this Five of Wands energy, you're going to be so much more certain about your path, so much more willing to fight for what matters to you and let go of what doesn't. The Sun card comes through, and oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful confirmation that when you take advantage of this opportunity, when you make the brave choices we've been talking about, the outcome is absolutely brilliant. The Sun is pure joy, pure success, pure vitality and confidence, and everything working out better than you could have imagined. This card is telling me that on the other side of this cycle you've been stuck in, there's this amazing life waiting for you that's filled with genuine happiness and fulfillment and achievement. Like not fake happiness where you're pretending everything's fine, but real deep soul-level satisfaction with who you are and what you're creating. The Sun is also about clarity and truth, about things being illuminated and revealed, about stepping out of the shadows and into your full, authentic self. At the beginning of this month, you're going to start feeling little glimmers of this Sun energy, little moments where you feel more like yourself than you have in ages, little glimpses of what's possible when you stop playing small and holding back. And if you follow those glimmers, if you move towards that light instead of retreating back into the safety of your old patterns, the universe is going to meet you there with so much support and so many blessings. The Sun is basically promising you that this risk is worth it, that choosing yourself is worth it, that breaking free from the cycle is going to lead you somewhere absolutely beautiful. But then we have the Devil card, and I need to talk to you about this because it's showing me the challenge, the thing that could keep you trapped even when the door is wide open. The Devil is about bondage, about addiction, about the ways we keep ourselves stuck through our own choices and patterns and behaviors. And what's coming through really clearly is that you have these chains around you, Sagittarius, but they're not locked. You could slip them off anytime, but you haven't been willing to. Maybe it's an addiction to drama or chaos. Maybe it's an unhealthy relationship or dynamic that you keep returning to even though it hurts you. Maybe it's a limiting belief or story about yourself that you believed for so long you don't even question it anymore. Maybe it's a fear that's running your life. The Devil card is showing up to say, listen, we can show you the door. We can give you all the support and all the opportunities, but if you're not willing to examine your own role in your stuckness, if you're not willing to take responsibility for the ways you keep choosing the chains, you're going to miss this golden window. The beginning of this month is offering you a chance to really look at your shadows, to be honest with yourself about the ways you've been self-sabotaging or staying small or choosing safety over growth. And here's the empowering part of the Devil card. Once you can see your chains, once you acknowledge them, they lose their power over you. You realize that you've had the key all along, that freedom is available to you in any moment you choose it. So this card isn't here to scare you or make you feel bad. It's here to wake you up to your own power and your own responsibility in creating the life you want. So Sagittarius, here's what I want you to take away from this reading. The beginning of this month is presenting you with this rare alignment of energies where breaking free from your stuck cycle is not just possible but actually supported by the universe in major ways. You've got the King of Wands showing you who you're meant to be, the Four of Cups waking you up to opportunities you've been missing, the Four of Pentacles revealing what you need to release, the Eight of Cups giving you permission to walk away, the Four of Swords offering you the rest and clarity you need, the Five of Wands burning away what doesn't serve you, the Sun promising you joy and success on the other side, and the Devil challenging you to face your shadows and choose freedom. This is your moment. This is your golden opportunity, but you have to be willing to take it. You have to be willing to let go of what's comfortable but unfulfilling, to trust yourself and the universe, to take action even when you're scared, to rest when you need to, and to be brutally honest with yourself about the patterns that have been keeping you trapped. I really believe that you can do this, that you're ready for this, and that the life waiting for you on the other side of this breakthrough is going to blow your mind. Trust yourself, trust the process, and trust that you deserve all the freedom and joy and success that's coming your way. You've got this, Sagittarius. Now go claim your power and step into the amazing future that's waiting for you.